Oh my goodness, this is Jim Newport. This has been one hectic day today. We've already been telling everyone that St. Des is now the controlling interest person, or you may as well say the CEO of WWE now. No longer is Vince McMahon or the McMahon family in control of WWE. And we had right before we went off the air earlier that all of the titles, not just major titles, but every single title within WWE were up for grabs. They were all vacated. Well, now we had heard that there was going to be a brand, it was going to be a brand split, and it was going to be a brand draft. And right now, we're getting ready to go live to where every wrestler is going to be part of the draft. And we're not even going to wait till show. It's basically going to be done via internet over all of the social media networks and stuff. We are going to go live from the TEW.com website to get this information. So this is Jim Newport speaking, and we're going to try our best to discuss the draft as it's going down. So just watch as we're watching ourselves exactly what is going down. And we are now being told that the very first pick is getting picked. And the first pick is going to be picked is The Undertaker. The Undertaker is just became the number one pick, and he is going to Raw. So we have just been told that the Undertaker is now joining Raw, and we don't even know if this means he's no longer gonna just be a part-time wrestler, or if he's gonna be a full-time wrestler, or if he's gonna retire. We don't know. We just know that the Undertaker is now properties of the Raw brand. The second pick is now coming up. Triple H. Wow. He went from being over NXT to now being actual property of the Blue brand, which is SmackDown. So we don't know if he's going to have to retire or if he's going to be fired. But as of right now, if Triple H want a job in the new WWE, he's going to have to do it on SmackDown. Right now, the third pick is Brock Lesnar, and he is going to Raw. As of right now, Brock Lesnar, he is now properties of Raw. So we don't even know if Paul Heyman's going to follow him as his advocate or what. But as of right now, Brock Lesnar and The Undertaker is with Raw. Triple H is now with SmackDown. Okay, the fourth pick is coming up. AJ Styles. He don't leave home, and the house that AJ Styles built is still his home. So AJ Styles is going to stay with SmackDown. But we don't know how that's going to go over as Triple H and him is going to be on the same show. So we are getting ready for the fifth pick. And that pick is John Cena. Can you say a well loaded but at the moment part timers? John Cena is now properties of Raw. So he went from being a free agent wrestler to now being exclusively a Raw brand wrestler. We're getting ready for our next pick. And the sixth pick is going to be Seth Rollins. Seth is now part of the SmackDown roster. This is something that could be a very telling sign of the new regime because Seth was making a very big name for himself on Raw. Now he's going to have to be on the same show as Triple H, and we know how bad the blood is between those two. Our seventh pick is coming up, and that is Randy Orton. Randy Orton is now going to Raw, and we all know that Randy Orton and John Cena cannot stand each other. They pretty much climbed up the ranks together, and who knows, we may have one of the most long drawn out and well documented rivalries to be reignited once again with Randy Orton going to Raw. We have just been told the eighth pick is Chris Jericho. A lot of people thought Chris Jericho was getting ready to retire, and if he do, that's good. But if he continues to wrestle, he is going to have to plow his trade on the SmackDown brand. So Chris Jericho is now a member of the SmackDown brand. We're getting ready to go to our ninth pick now, and it is Daniel Bryan is going to SmackDown. So he is going to maybe continue his plow is being the general manager, or who knows what this new regime may pick. They may tell him he's either going to have to wrestle or retire, and we all know that wrestling is something that he cannot do, as he's got this extremely bad head injury and neck injury that pretty much forced him out of the ring in the first place. So, as of now, Daniel Bryan is going to the SmackDown brand. Now, Bray Wyatt is the 10th pick of this draft. Bray Wyatt is the 10th pick of this draft, and he is going to be with the SmackDown brand. So Bray Wyatt is now with the SmackDown brand. He had just moved over to the Raw brand, but now he's going right back to the SmackDown brand. Our 11th pick is got Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose is been pretty much on a tear off and on. He had just got to going through some battles as of late, but now he is going to stay on Raw. But this is one crazy day, and we are just in awe of all the happenings going on. And I know that the wrestlers it's got to be confused with what's going on, but we're getting ready for our 12th pick, and our 12th pick is Kevin Owens. The new face of America is going to stay on the SmackDown brand. Kevin Owens is going to stay with the SmackDown brand. Okay, we're being told the 13th is this going to be Mr. Unlucky? And it is Roman Reigns. How fitting, one of the most mixed reviewed wrestlers in wrestling right now is going to stay on Raw, and he is being picked at Unlucky 13 right now. We are also being told that this Saint Diaz is some extremely talented person, and he may actually be drafted as a wrestler as well. As I told you earlier, he has been training hard to be in wrestling. We don't know what type of condition this man is in or anything, but we're being told that he is well talented and he has been training to get into wrestling, and that at any point he could wind up being within this draft. So we are getting ready for our 14th pick, and it is Rusev. Rusev is now part of the Raw brand. He is going back to the Raw brand, and who knows what this means for Rusev and his future, but the Russian is going back to Raw. Big Show has just been picked as the 15th pick, so the Big Show is going to SmackDown. Man, this is such a crazy day. I don't know what else to expect with all the happenings going on right now. We're getting ready to go to our 16th pick, and our 16th pick is Sheamus. Sheamus is going to stay on Raw, but we don't know if Cesaro is going to be able to stay with him because they was on a tear and they was doing extremely well at one point, being champions and everything as far as the tag title is concerned. But now, who knows? This just now Jalen tag team could now be split up. We're getting ready to have our 17th pick, and it is Mick Foley. Wow, he had just been fired by Stephanie McMahon in the past, but now, for whatever reason, Mick Foley is making an appearance. Will he be fired by St. Dez, or is he going to be helping St. Dez? We don't know what this means, but Mick Foley, who we thought was not even in WWE anymore, has just been a part of the brand split. So we don't know if this means that he is making a return or what, but Mick Foley have just been picked at number 17. So now we're getting ready to get number 18. And the 18th pick is Jerry Lawler. So Jerry Lawler had been pretty much pushed out and kind of regulated to just doing little spot shows here and there, but the well documented wrestler slash commentator have just got him a seat back on the SmackDown brand. So now we're getting our 19th pick. And at the 19th pick, we're getting Dolph Ziggler. So Dolph Ziggler is now going to stay on the Raw brand. And with Dolph Ziggler staying on the Raw brand, excuse the way I'm speaking right now as I'm shook up with all this, Dolph Ziggler is going to stay on Raw. Now we're getting ready for number 20. Our 20th pick in this new brand extension split, or whatever you want to call it, is JBL. So JBL is now going to go to Raw. So JBL is no longer with SmackDown. He is going to Raw to be maybe a commentator. And who knows, with St. Dez, he may actually inquire the knowledge that JBL has within the stock world to increase his wealth. But as of now, JBL is with the Raw brand. And now we're getting our 21st pick in this crazy brand draft. And it is Kane. We thought Kane was actually trying to do, I don't know, politics, but now we have Kane. Is he going to be a part of this super incorporated empire? Is he, what in the world is going on? We've got two people that we thought was no longer even with the company now making returns back in this draft. So now we have Kane from SmackDown. We have Mick Foley on SmackDown. So is that meaning that St. Dez is getting ready to be on SmackDown? We just don't know. This is one crazy setup that's going on right now. Well, now we're being told that the 22nd pick is coming in. And the 22nd pick is Luke Harper. Luke Harper is now a member of Raw. He had just been getting his feet underneath him ever since the split up from Bray Wyatt, and he's still gonna be split up from Bray Wyatt, but he is gonna be doing it on the Raw brand. So Luke Harper is now drafted to Raw. So we're getting ready for the 23rd pick. 23rd pick, we got Big E going to Raw. Here's where it get interesting. Will the New Day be split up? It's extremely rare that you're gonna have two members of a tag team to stay on the same show. It will be almost impossible for the entire New Day to stay together. So as of now, we know that Big E from the New Day is going to be a member of Raw, but will the rest of the members be going back to Raw with him? Now we're getting our 24th pick. The 24th pick is The Miz. The Miz had just been not long ago placed on the Raw show, and he and Maurice have been tearing up on Raw. But here's the thing, just like Big E and the New Day, with Miz and his wife Maurice actually even stay together in this new brand extension slash draft slash whatever the heck you want to call this. We're now being told that the 25th pick is coming in. And the 25th pick is Finn Balor. Finn Balor is now going to SmackDown. So Finn, he had just been getting his feet back underneath him. He was just doing the things he needed to do. And now, instead of him worrying about recapturing the Universal title, well, can't even say that since it's vacated and not on the actual brand, he is going to SmackDown to pry out his trade. So we don't know what is going on, but we do know that Finn Balor is going to SmackDown. So now for our 26th pick, and it is coming in, and we're being told that John Laurinaitis is being placed on the SmackDown brand. So more than likely, the behind-the-scenes man, John Laurinaitis, is going to be going to SmackDown. Our 27th pick is Dean Malenko, another behind-the-scenes man. He is going to Raw. So we have John Laurinaitis and we have Dean Malenko, both who are past wrestlers, now pretty much road agents. And now Dean Malenko is going to Raw. John Laurinaitis is going to SmackDown. We're going to our 28th pick in this crazy, I guess we can call it Sainternal draft. And it is Paige. Oh my goodness, another shocker. Where did Paige come from? I thought Paige had just been fired as well. Paige not only has made a return back to wrestling, she is going to the Raw brand. So right now, Paige is back in the WWE and she is on Raw. This is almost like a Royal Rumble type of setup. So now we're getting our 29th pick. And the 29th pick is Paul Heyman. So as of now, if Paul Heyman wants to be an advocate, he will no longer be with the third pick, Brock Lesnar. Paul Heyman being picked at 29 is going to be searching for the next Heyman guy because he is no longer going to be on the same show as Mr. Brock Lesnar. So Mr. Paul Heyman is now searching for his next Heyman's guy. So the 30th pick of this draft is the Road Dogg. Road Dogg has pretty much been a road agent for a couple of years now, and one of the things that we know, he does great work, and he is going to do his plow right now on the SmackDown brand. So we're going to our 31st pick. And the 31st pick is Pat Patterson. Again, another great person, the inventor of the Royal Rumble. And one of the things that we have is the very first Intercontinental champion, and he is on the Raw brand. We are going to stop here and we'll get part two and start with the 30-second one after this.